So yo, just quick little they did it. Look, they got the W. Let's just cut the thingy. They got the flipping W, man. And I think that pretty much you've got to pretty much say that Liverpool they deserved it. They deserved it because I just think that for Tottenham you have to play for 90 minutes. I thought Tottenham had an amazing 45 minutes. I think tactically they were amazing. They did all the stuff well, they were very hard to break down. I think what really impressed me was Tottenham's organization. They've been pretty iffy so far form wise, but I just thought that their defensive organization and the way they were able to hold things down on that the defensive tip, I thought was actually really good. So that was good of them. And I think that, for Liverpool, Salah did actually have a great game. Needed the Mane. I'll get to who I thought was that good at the game, but for me, Mane and Salah, even Firmino, they didn't have that great a game. So, and I don't think it was by them playing bad individually per se. I also thought that the defense of Tottenham were very good. But let's just really deal in patches and of Tottenham's dominance. Son is that dude. Son is that flipping dude. Very good reaction from Kane. Good goal from Kane. Nice finish and also good reaction because right place at right time and he was able to react quickly before anyone else. It was a nice, smart finish that he was able to interpret. But the guy who made the goal, the guy who engineered the goal, the guy who forced the issue, the guy who carried the ball. You always have to have a guy who can carry the ball, who can commit plays, who can try and make things happen. Don't just rely on the inconsequential passes. Take it upon yourself to try and do something to try and offer up a situation. That's what Son did. So that's why Son helped to engineer that flipping goal. And I keep repeating it to people, he is Tottenham's best attacking player. He may not be the highest goal scorer, but he's the most important and their best attacking player. Son is that dude. So just like Tottenham pretty much had a good handle for Liverpool. But I think that Liverpool, they put so much pressure upon them. And I think that once it got into 1-0 at halftime, I was like, that was actually great for Tottenham to hold on to that. Then we now go into the second half. Tottenham had to respond. And I even said that the kind of sustained pressure that Liverpool are having on Tottenham, it can be great because if you just receive this sustained pressure, it is eventually going to tell. And I think when you look at that Henderson goal, it was a nice run from him. I don't know was it a ball from Fabinho or was it a ball from Robertson? It was a nice ball that came in through. And look, man, that's a really good finish because it is a weaker foot. It's a tough angle, and he had to pretty much get a nice, good connection upon it. And also, with the ball coming at him at an angle, put it into that far post. I thought that was a really, really good connection and a really good finish. But for me, you see, they gave man of the match to LD or Sadio Mane. I don't agree with that. Fabinho, I thought was the best player on the pitch. For me, Fabinho and Son were the two best players for me. Fabinho set the tone for Liverpool because he was one with the interceptions and he almost was playing like as a central midfielder. And it is like what Fabinho is doing for Liverpool or what he was doing in this game is similar to what Casemiro is doing for Real Madrid right now, where it says you're the DM on the team sheet, but really you're like the DM fourth stroke, the CM, because you're doing DM work and you're doing central midfield work. The amount of times that Fabinho is the guy that's threading those balls through, getting those balls happen, and is really dictating the tempo of Liverpool, and is the guy that's really instigating Liverpool's dominance, was pretty much coming through him. So for me, I thought like, Fabinho should have pretty much been that dude at the game. And I think like, look, man, see Salah and Mane didn't like they were causing issues, but they don't have their best game. But this is the beauty of this Liverpool team and what they're doing this season on the club is even when their key players don't play well or they don't play well, they find a way of getting it done. And this is what I keep on reiterating. It's not about how you win, it's whether you win. If we're playing tiddlywinks or playing with the youngsters and kids, then it's about, well, it's about how well you play the game. You must participate. No, 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 no. It's all about how you win. No. It's about whether you win. It's not how you win, it's whether you win. That's all that matters. All that matters is the W. All that matters is the W. That's all that matters. All that matters is the W. And I think for Mane, similar to the whole thing, is just get yourself in that situation to try and make something happen. He hustled, caused a disturbance. And I think for Sergio Aurier, this is that. I thought that was a harsh penalty to give. It was a harsh penalty to give. But see, Sergio Aurier, he's not that great a defender. He's not that great a defender. And I thought that it was harsh. Basically, you've played at this level for far too long to not know the basics of how stuff goes down. If you make a tackle like that in that area, you've got to expect homeboy to give the flipping thing. You've got to expect homeboy to give the flipping penalty. So, and look, man, once Mane went down, it was a penalty, and Salah got the penalty, I knew it was in. Because Salah is a very good penalty taker. I can't remember the last time he even missed a penalty. So, when you just look, assesses overall and everything, and I thought for Liverpool, this was great for Liverpool because of the response. And I really liked how they responded because they went down 1-0 very early. And they didn't necessarily panic, but the belief that they knew that they were always going to get that goal, I think is very strong. And I think that, because there could be times where they could be pushing and they sort of lose their momentum and they lose their way, but they just kept on focusing in their way. And I think for Henderson, captain, he pretty much led by example in the sense of really getting that goal and jing them up to be able to get the equalizer and then go in for that 2-1 goal. But I just thought that for me, like I thought Robertson and Alexander played really well. I thought Robertson had a very good game as well. I think the work that guy does at that left back position, because for me, I feel he's just a better wing back than Trent. I think Trent is very good at delivering the ball, but I think for Robertson, in obviously his defending, the runs he makes, how he makes the overlaps, how he's able to carry the ball, how he's able to beat his man, how he's able to cross the ball, move the ball in, and just how he's able to walk around intelligently on that flank. I just thought that he just does that stuff really well. But I just thought that Fabinho just set the tone really well, and I think that Fabinho had a very, very good game. And yeah, he has to be one of the best DMs in the world. See, for Tottenham, my thing is this: Pochettino, you're a flipping moron. But do you know who's a bigger moron? Lucas Moura is a bigger moron. Moura is a bigger moron because Moura is a bigger moron because you should demand a transfer. So you're looking at the situation right now where the only guy that can carry the ball is Son. Kane is cool, but Kane can't carry the ball. Eriksen can't carry the ball. Dele Alli can't carry the ball. The guy that can only carry the ball with balance and with intent and cause problems is Son. Who else can carry the ball? Yes, that's right. Lucas Freeman Moura, bro. That's the other dude that can flip and carry the ball. So, first of all, I think that he should be started. I don't give a damn whether you sacrifice Kane or you sacrifice Ali. For me personally, you should sacrifice Dele Alli because what did Dele Alli actually contribute to this game? What did he contribute? So, because if you hand both Moura and Son, both carriers of the ball, you will cause issues, especially with the Liverpool side, who are very attacking, play high line, especially at Anfield. For those counter-attacks, because every time Tottenham had the counter-attack, you knew, and Liverpool knew that they're going to give this ball to Son. Even if they give it to anyone else, they're not going to cause us issues. The only guy that will cause us issues is Son because Son is very dangerous when he carries the ball. But another guy that can cause issues with carrying the ball is Lucas Moura. So for Pochettino, you're a stupid idiot because you made this same moronic decision to not play Lucas Moura in the Champions League final, and yet again, you're not picking him when he can help your team. He can help your team win. So unless you want to sabotage yourself, then I have no idea. But look, man. So Liverpool, they got that win, and I think that it was key because as it was at 1-1, I thought it was going to stay at 1-1, and I think if it had stayed at 1-1, from 8 points to 3 points, then it'd be like if you let go. 6 points is still a nice, healthy lead. And I think for Liverpool's intent is, can they just try and keep that? Because I don't think City will drop any more points until these guys both meet. I think they meet next month. I believe they meet next month. So before they meet next month, I think for Liverpool, they'll know that if you can just keep it at 6 points and try and get a win against those guys, or a draw, but try and get a win, then boom. But I think for Liverpool, their mindset has to be, let's keep it at 6 points, not drop any points whatsoever, keep it all W's, and beat these guys when we see them. Because I do think that City without Laporte and without Fernandinho, so now it depends whether will Fernandinho be back when Liverpool face City? Because I think that, is it a 1-match ban or a 3-3 game ban? I don't know. But Liverpool have to have to look to try and beat, whether it's home or away, have to look to try and beat Man City if they don't have Laporte and Fernandinho. Then they're there for the taking. It won't be easy, but they're there for the taking. So, but I think for overall, I think for Liverpool, when you look at the 90 minutes, not just the 45 I felt belonged to Tottenham tactically. Tactically, it belonged to them. But I think over the 90 minutes, I think Liverpool won the marathon. They were able to win the marathon and they were able to outlast the football entirety a lot more than Tottenham did. And I think for Tottenham, there was a chance to get something from the game. But I thought that too much lent onto Son. And although I felt that, Sanchez, Sissoko I thought had an amazing game. Sissoko had an absolutely outstanding game, and I think that what he was doing in that midfield, especially in the first half, even in the second half, I thought Sissoko was outstanding. So for me, Sissoko and your boy Son, I thought were the real standouts. But if you don't bring in Mora, there was only so much that Son could flip and do in the game. So there you go. But I think for me, that's good of the game has to be Fabinho. Brick of the game goes to either Oria, but you know what? I give it to Pochettino. So in the comments, remember guys, like the vid, hit those likes, like that vid. If you've not already, subscribe to the channel, give me a sub, and in the comments below, tell me your that's good of the game and tell me your brick of the game. I will look below in the comments. Peace out.